Princess and to arrive in Australia just days after Prince Andrew was stripped of his title. What's really going on? Welcome to Crown Chronicles, the home of royal revelations, untold truths, and captivating stories straight from the heart of the British monarchy. If you're passionate about the royal family and love discovering what's really happening behind palace walls, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our growing royal community. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single update, because the story we're diving into today has the entire royal world talking. Princess Anne, known as the no-nonsense, hardest-working royal, is preparing for an important overseas trip, one that comes at a particularly delicate moment for the monarchy. Just days after her younger brother, Prince Andrew, was officially stripped of yet another title, the Princess Royal is set to land in Australia, a nation still grappling with its connection to the crown. But this isn't just a royal tour. This is a moment loaded with symbolism, timing, and quiet royal strategy, and it's left many wondering if Princess Anne's visit is more than just coincidence. For years, Princess Anne has been seen as the rock of the royal family, dutiful, discreet, and famously disciplined. While other members of the monarchy often make headlines for drama, controversy, or glamour, Anne has remained consistent, a woman of purpose, service, and military precision. So when news broke that she would be heading down under for a series of engagements just after Prince Andrew's title removal made front-page headlines, royal watchers instantly took notice. The palace's announcement seemed carefully timed. Prince Andrew, already stripped of his military affiliations and royal patronages in 2022, had now lost another honorary role, this time linked to his remaining associations in Northern England. The decision, reportedly approved by King Charles, marked yet another public distancing from the Duke of York, whose royal reputation has been in ruins since the Epstein scandal. And while the move was expected, it still sent ripples through the royal family, particularly among those closest to Andrew. Including Princess Anne, though Anne has never been one for drama, those who know the royal family's inner dynamics say her bond with Andrew has always been complex. As siblings, they share a mutual respect rooted in shared duty and the legacy of their late parents, Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. But Anne's commitment to preserving the integrity of the firm often puts her in difficult positions, balancing personal loyalty with public duty. And now, as Andrew faces yet another wave of royal rejection, Anne's trip to Australia feels more significant than ever. Palace insiders suggest her visit is part of a broader strategy to refocus the monarchy's image abroad, especially within the Commonwealth realms. Australia, in particular, has been at the center of growing Republican discussions since Queen Elizabeth's passing. The Princess Royal's presence there could serve as a quiet reassurance, a symbol of stability at a time when the royal family's reputation needs steadying hands, but make no mistake, Anne's trip is no mere photo opportunity. She has a long-standing relationship with Australia, having visited the country numerous times since the 1970s. Her engagements typically focus on causes close to her heart, the military, rural communities, and environmental conservation. Yet this time, the context makes her journey feel different. Royal commentators have noted how the timing seems to contrast the fates of two royal siblings, Andrew, isolated and diminished, and Anne, respected and entrusted with the family's global reputation. Where Andrew's royal path has crumbled under scandal, Anne's has only grown stronger, her influence deepened by her consistency and quiet resolve. During her upcoming trip, she's expected to attend several high-profile military events and represent the crown at key ceremonies, underlining her role as one of the monarchy's most dependable figures. It's worth noting that Anne inherited much of her late father's pragmatism and sense of duty. Prince Philip, who shared a lifelong connection with Australia through his naval service and public engagements, would likely have admired how his daughter continues to uphold the same commitment he once embodied. Meanwhile, back in the UK, Andrew's situation grows increasingly uncertain. Sources say the Duke of York remains at Royal Lodge in Windsor, frustrated and emotionally bruised by his continued exclusion. Though he's largely avoided public life, there are whispers that he's been quietly lobbying for some form of partial return, a notion the king has firmly resisted. The contrast could not be sharper. While Andrew faces decline, and is soaring, becoming one of the monarchy's most admired figures, not only in Britain but across the Commonwealth. In fact, Recent surveys show that Princess Anne's popularity rivals that of Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales. Her grounded nature, work ethic, and no-fuss personality resonate deeply with people who value substance over spectacle. So, could her visit to Australia be part of a subtle royal message? Many analysts believe so. The monarchy has always been skilled at using symbolism to communicate without words. Sending Anne, a figure synonymous with dignity and reliability, to one of the Commonwealth's most restless realms may be a deliberate act of reassurance. It tells Australians, the Crown still cares, and it's represented by its most steadfast member. But beyond politics and public relations, there's also something deeply human about this moment. As one sibling quietly serves, another sits in quiet disgrace. As Anne boards her flight to Australia, she carries not just the weight of royal duty, but also the silent burden of family tension. Despite the controversies, insiders say Anne has never completely turned her back on Andrew. She's been described as pragmatic rather than judgmental, the kind of sister who understands the balance between compassion and accountability. Still, she's acutely aware of what her public role demands, and that's why she's the one flying across the world, while Andrew remains grounded both literally and symbolically. When Princess Anne steps off that plane in Australia, the cameras will capture more than just another royal tour. They'll capture a statement, a message of endurance, discipline, and quiet power. Her very presence will speak volumes about how the monarchy intends to endure the storms of scandal and scrutiny, not with glamour or grand gestures, but through duty, consistency, and hard work, and if history is any guide, Australians will likely respond warmly. Princess Anne's past visits have always been marked by her down-to-earth charm. She famously prefers practical footwear over designer heels and often drives herself between engagements. In a world where royal scandals make headlines daily, her authenticity stands out, so, as she embarks on this carefully timed visit, all eyes will once again be on the Princess Royal, not because of controversy, but because she represents the very thing the monarchy needs most right now: quiet strength. From a scandal-plagued brother to a sister embodying duty on the world stage, the story of Princess Anne's Australian visit reminds us that within the House of Windsor, the contrast between redemption and respect couldn't be clearer. Thank you for watching Crown Chronicles. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the royal world, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on every royal twist and turn. Tell us in the comments, do you think Princess Anne's visit to Australia was purely diplomatic, or a subtle royal message about the monarchy's future? Until next time, stay royal, stay curious, and keep your eyes on the crown.